Colorism, the practice of discrimination by which those with lighter skin and Anglo-Saxon features are favored, upholding white standards of beauty. A practice that's been going on for a while. In 2019, 4 women at the University of Texas at Austin were over it. Enter the Color Complex, a student-run initiative with the mission of raising awareness of colorism. Awarded the President's Award for Global Learning, these 4 spent the summer in Ghana, conducted over 80 in-depth interviews at Youtt and Ghana, and returned to Texas with a bounty of qualitative research and an uncertain challenge ahead of them. We meet colorism at innumerable fronts growing up, yet are still clouded by its abstractions. Though the issue is global, the individuality of its impact prevents us from speaking blatantly. How can we begin to have this conversation about something so complicated, so personal, so intangible with a target audience that varied so widely in awareness of and proximity to the issue? Plainly, how do we send a message reshaped by its interpretation? Welcome to the Museum of Color, a community-driven, interactive art exhibition. Here, you will find a collection of sculpture, sound, and otherwise mundane objects that speak to each individual's history with colorism, bringing the abstraction to an arresting physical form. Placed alongside each other, these diverse stories spoke to the issue's dimensionality and stood true to the state of colorism where we are in Austin. Skin bleaching products and Nollywood films, t-shirts and portraits, words and images. In addition to viewing the stories of others, a community-created sculpture called patrons to consider their own histories and, if comfortable, contribute their experiences to the museum's collection. Representing both everyone and no one, this bust of chicken wire changed shape as paper was attached over the duration of the exhibit, illustrating the gradual, confusing augmentation of self-image that colorism inflicts. The Museum of Color Gallery opening welcomed over 300 guests to experience the body of work, nearly doubling that number of guests by the end of the week. We set out to provide a less academic, more familiar avenue for understanding colorism and identifying its presence in our own lives. But beyond that, we witnessed a wave of emotional responses from our guests, received interest and involvement in the Color Complex feature efforts, and saw social engagement soar along the week. Colorism manifests in as many ways as there are shades. In that, our museum will never be full, our collection never complete. We hope our patrons experience a new sensitivity to discover these artifacts in our own lives, and trust there will be a pedestal awaiting them.